Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a brow transformation. So if you guys want to see my tips and tricks for getting nice, sharp and clean brows, then please keep watching. First step for my brows, I'm going to be grabbing this little spoolie and I'm just going to be running it through my brows. So just combing them so they're nice and straight. My go-to brow product, as many of you would have seen with my previous tutorials, I like to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in dark brown. I've had this for literally almost a year and that's how much I've got left. The smallest bit goes such a long way and honestly it's just the best product. So I want to try some other brow products to see maybe if anything can beat this, but for a really long time this has been my go-to. So, and I always get compliments on my brows as well when I have this stuff on, so I'm like, ah! And I'm going in with my Zoeva 322 brow line brush. I get the spoolie and I'm just brushing my hairs downwards so I can get a clear vision as to where my arch really is and how much I need to fill in, because I've got some sparse areas of my brows and bits that aren't even, so I'm gonna look like John Howard, but we won't at the end. So I apply pressure right at the arch here and I'm dragging it downwards like little feather strokes, and that is where I would apply the most product and the heaviest amount, purely because that area is where I need help the most. So I start using the flat side, then when I get to the tail area I use the edge, so the thinnest part of the brush, and just lightly drag this down. And with my tail I pretty much have a non-existent tail, so it ends quite short and that's not as thick as what I would like it to be, so I'm just going to exaggerate that. So once I've done that top bit of my brow, I then brush through with the spoolie once again. So I want to make this not as pointed. I want to curve it a little bit and add some more thickness to the top part just here. So taking a little bit more product, and then I'm going to apply this to the top of my arch towards the tail end. So this look is what I'm sort of aiming for. I'm just going to brush through again using the spoolie every in-between step. Really helps distribute the product and help move it through the brow rather than just keeping it in one place. So I'm pretty happy with that end part of my brow. Now I'm going to go underneath. So now I'm going to brush my hairs upwards and I'm going to look like an absolute freak, but so my aim now is to clean up this line underneath to make it more defined. That way it'll have like a nice transition from the front of the brow to the tail. I will not be going in with a lot of product towards the front of my brow. I want to have a bit of a gradient so it looks a bit more natural, and then you have more defined rest of the brow. So you'll see what I mean in a second. Taking a little bit more product and then lightly creating a line very lightly. Then once I get just underneath that arch, I apply more pressure and then I apply more product as well. And then I just feather that upwards very light-handedly. Spoolie once again, and I'm just brushing through. So I'm pretty happy with that. You can see the difference now already. I've got a more distinguished arch here on this eye compared to this eye, and you can see all those sparse areas over here and all the uneven lines. So I'm going to jump straight into this brow here so we can make them twins, not sisters. These bad boys have got to be identical, or as close to identical as like possibly as they possibly could be. So yeah! And then my little trick is this bad boy here, my Garnier Micellar water, and this guy. This is honestly a lifesaver because if you end up getting mascara on the top of your nose here, or you get little dots up here or underneath, it's so easy just to wait for it to dry and then just flick it off and it's gone, honestly. Like, this is like a miracle worker. So these two together is going to help my brows transform. So I literally just poke it in the hole and then just pour a little bit on. So I'm going to start at the top of my brow. And then once I've done the top and bottom of the brow, slightly feathering at the start of my brow, just to remove a little bit of product so there's a tiny gradient. And my spoolie, just brushing that through. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how my brows are right now. So my last and final step of my brows, ooh, little hair, hello. I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I had only purchased this not that long ago, and since using it, I find that it actually does help my brows. So if it's, I don't know, sounds stupid, if it's like a windy day, sometimes my brows have a mind of their own and they like to go and just like move around a little bit. If you just put a little bit of this brow gel on, it will help keep your brows in place. So I'm just lightly feathering that into my brows. And another thing, this also helps give off a more fuller look, and you can actually see hairs, so it's not just product, if that makes any sense. So this is the end of my brow transformation video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Please leave down in the comments any requests for anything else you want to see. So if you want to know like lips, nose, eyes, anything like that, I'll be more than happy to do some more in-depth videos for you if you do enjoy them. And please subscribe to me if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye!